All right, look at this.
Embarrassment. I want to bring in CNN's fact checker, Daniel
They're already bringing in the fact checker.
Dale, who's been very busy tonight
Look, they brought in Sheldon. Sheldon from Big Bang Theory.
scrutinizing everything we heard from both candidates. Daniel,
The debate ended like not even a half hour ago, and these assholes have already brought in Sheldon from Big Bang Theory to do fact checking.
first, the big picture. How much was fact? How much was false?
An avalanche of lies from Trump and only a couple from Biden.
Well, it depended, Wolf, on who we were listening to.
Bazinga!
Think it's important for us as journalists to say when both sides are not alike. And they were not alike tonight. We had an avalanche of lying from President Trump. Biden, conversely, made at least a couple false or misleading claims, but honestly, he
An avalanche versus a couple, huh?
was largely accurate. There were times during this debate, Wolf, where President Trump's every line, specifically on mail voting, almost every single thing he said during that concluding section of the debate was inaccurate. And the other thing that stood out to me, Wolf, was that these are
You know these guys didn't exist before Trump? There was no fact checkers. I don't. So ever since they brought Trump around, now my posts get fact checked.
largely false claims the president has made before. These weren't one-time slips or gaffes or errors. These have been fact-checked, and he keeps saying them, and they're still wrong.
Penny? Penny? Penny?
Let's turn to a specific claim that was made by President Trump about former Vice President Biden's health care plan. Listen to this.
The bigger problem that you have is that you're going to extinguish 180. The bigger problem
Look at that creepy smile. That's so creepy.
that you have is that you're going to extinguish 180 million people with their private health care that they're very
That's
happy
simply
with.
not true.
Well, you're certainly
knows
going
that.
to.
This guy's supposed to have blue eyes. Remind you, that's blue.
Socialist. We're going to socialist medicine.
All right, Daniel, break that down for us.
Biden was correct. That claim is simply not true. You may recall the Democratic primary in which a leading candidate, Senator Bernie Sanders, proposed a Medicare for all plan.
Okay, Sheldon. Well, what about when Trump said when Trump said Biden called the troops stupid bastards, and Biden said that's not true, and Trump said it's on video, it's on tape, Joe. Let's fact check that one now,
A single
and run the clip where he calls the troops stupid bastards.
player plan single payer plan that would indeed have eliminated most private insurance, about 100 million people with private plans. Biden rejected that approach. What Biden is proposing is something called a public option that allows people to voluntarily, if they want, enter into a Medicare-like program.
Biden's so bad they have to bring in a fact checker after the debate to help him look better. Huh.
But if they want to keep their own insurance, they can. So bottom line, this claim is just inaccurate.
Let's turn, Daniel, to the economy. President Trump's claim about manufacturing
Okay, well, you just did a couple for Trump. Now, what about the ones Biden was wrong on that you fact check? You gonna fact check his? Facts first, CNN.
jobs created on his watch. Listen to this.
Look at you guys. You guys twins with your glasses there? Is this father and son? You guys got matching glasses? Isn't that special?
They said it would
This
take a
guy's-
miracle to bring back manufacturing. I brought back 700,000 jobs. They brought back nothing. They gave up on manufacturing.
We
Part
did
of
not
my
bring back-
standard fare.
Daniel, how do you rate that claim?
So everything about that claim, Wolf, is inaccurate. First of all, from the beginning of Trump's presidency through August, it's a net loss of 237,000 jobs. We have lost manufacturing
It's crazy that this guy knows all this right after the show. He's like a human fact checker. This guy's literally Sheldon Cooper.
jobs under Trump. Now, if you would like to be generous to the president and just go to the
Bazinga!
pre-pandemic crash period, it's a gain of 483,000. So that would be pretty good, if not for the pandemic. But the president was still adding more than 200,000 extra jobs. In addition, there were manufacturing jobs lost under Obama, but that was largely because he inherited a recession when he took
Is this guy even human?
office in which a steep decline was underway. That turned around in March 2010.
And if he knows all this right off the rip, why doesn't he have a better job?
From then on, there was a slow but steady increase in manufacturing jobs until Trump took office, Wolf.
All right,
Nice.
Daniel, you're going to be back every 10 minutes doing more fact checking.
Oh, Jesus. Every 10 minutes? Really? You have to fact check that much? When are you going to start fact checking Joe Biden?
Critically important. We're all
Critically?
also waiting for the first results of our instant poll to get reaction from people who are
Right, because we know how accurate your guys' polls are, you know, because Hillary would be president. She's supposed to be president right now. This is supposed to be Hillary instead of Trump. But, you know, we don't go off of polls.
actually watching this debate. Jake, what a debate it was. Let's go back to Anderson first. Anderson.
Well, thanks very much.
Look, they already got it down there. Jeez. The television's just like Facebook now. What a joke.
We're going to get a reaction from people who are watching the debate, I think, undecided. But
And I want to go back and I want to play with this. Oh, I can't. Is it? Yeah, it is going to let me go back.
he's feeling
This motherfucker, Van Jones. This race bait and divider.
number one.
Race bait and divider right here.
They reached out to my team. They say, actually, we take offense. We are careful and respectful people, and we work very carefully together. So the circus workers are taking offense that this is worse than a circus. Number one. Number two, only three things happened for me tonight. Number one, Donald Trump refused to condemn white supremacy. Number two, the President of the United States refused to condemn white supremacy. Number three, the Commander-in-Chief refused to condemn white supremacy on the global stage in front of my children, in front of everybody's families, and he was given the opportunity multiple times to condemn white supremacy, and he gave a wink and a nod to a racist, Nazi, murderous organization that is now celebrating online, that is now saying we have a go-ahead. Look at what look at what the Proud Boys are doing right now online because the President of the United States refused to condemn white supremacy. That's the only thing that happened tonight.
This is so annoying. Like, get out of here, bro. Like, we were fine. Then you got to bring race into this, bro. Like, for real.
That's what happened tonight.
The only thing that I would
That's what happened tonight.
say in response to you, Van, is what about the
Stupid, man. CNN's a joke.
Guidelines, or what he said was
Wow. Yeah, let me show you what this idiot said earlier, too, if I can find it real quick.
in the
Let's see if I'm right.
stand down and stand by.
debate where he said,
Right.
told white supremacists
Right. If you're
to stand
talking
by, to be on Donald Trump's side, and he'll be
Yeah, here it is. Sorry.
on your side. But here's a larger
QAnon conspiracy theorist.
I've heard this a dozen times on CNN. They always bring up QAnon and then they spiel off this list after list of things.
Right, exactly.
Because he believes that they are on his side. The first thing on record he said about QAnon conspiracy theorists, who, by the way,
Our domestic terrorist.
are trafficking in age-old anti-Semitic, anti-Catholic stereotypes about, Democrats and Hollywood celebrities drinking the blood of children.
Yeah.
I mean, these are like blood libel, old Nazi things. He said
The things.
I hear they say very nice things about
yes,
me.
and that's all it takes. But here's the thing about Donald Trump.
Every time they bring that up and run that list down. All right, I don't want to watch this anymore. What a shit show.
I think an opportunity, and I think he did reasonably well. We could have done better. First of all, thank goodness climate change was mentioned. That's a positive thing.
Hoax doesn't exist, not real.
Trump says he should break the forest laws. What Trump didn't take responsibility for and what Biden should nail them on, those are federal forests that are burning in California. These
Yes.
are federal forests that are burning in California. I got a bunch of friends in California who are breathing a lot of smoke.
So y'all blame everything on Trump? Like everything, climate change, forest burning, Coronavirus. Everything is Trump's fault. You guys sound like babies.
Because of what is now rampant climate change. I'm glad it was addressed. I was sad to hear President Trump talk about it the way that he did. I think the other thing that
Why are you sad? You hate Trump. Why do you give a rat's ass what he thinks? Why do you let him affect you?
I think Biden does get some credit for is that the way he chose to conduct himself. There were 3 different conversations that were happening. One was a conversation between Trump and Chris Wallace. That was its own thing, which was ugly and
Oh, you mean where Chris just wouldn't let Trump finish what he wanted to say and interrupted him every single time?
difficult. There was a conversation happening between Trump and Biden. That was mixed, and sometimes Biden did well, sometimes he didn't. Trump was always terrible. But there was another conversation.
What? How was Trump always terrible, but Biden was all right? What the fuck are you talking about? This is what I'm saying. You guys look and sound ignorant. It's the most ignorant shit ever.
And it
You sound like children. You look like children. You throw temper tantrums. You just pile on. You can't accept anything. Even when you're wrong, you still can't accept anything.
was Biden and the
You
American
just own it.
people. And I really thought he did a good job to turning over and over again and speaking heart to heart to the American people. That was effective for Joe Biden.
Eat a dick, Van.
Let's go back to Jake.
Let's get
Ellen. Ugly ass Ellen.
some first reaction to tonight's debate from Joe Biden's running mate. We're joined now by the Democratic Vice
This guy looks like a toe.
Presidential nominee, Senator Kamala Harris, Democrat of California. It doesn't sound like she's actually plugged in yet.
I don't want to listen to Kamala.
She's ready? Well, hold on one second. We're going to go to her in 1 second. But in the meantime, Dana Bash, let me go to you.
Nope, I'm done. I'm out.